My name's Ingvild Herfindahl, and these are the 5 poems that I'm going to read for this week. The first one is called A Mesquite in the Rose Garden, and it's from Under the Mesquite by Guadalupe Garcia Michal. In the squint of morning, before anyone else is awake, when the roaring sounds of unbridled verses rush furiously through my head, the mesquite is my confidant. I lean back against its sturdy trunk and read aloud every word imprinted in mi corazón. The mesquite listens quietly, as if the poems budding in my heart, then blossoming in my notebook, are scripture, and never tells a soul the things I write. The next poem was mentioned in Under the Mesquite. It's called The Highwayman, and it's a long poem, so I'll just read the first part. This is by Alfred Noyes. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed among cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. He'd a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of the claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a jeweled twinkle, his pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle, under the jeweled sky. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark inn yard, and he tapped a tune with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. And dark in the dark old inn yard, a stable wicket creaked, where Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and peaked. His eyes were hollows of madness, his hair like moldy hay. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard the robber say, "One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight, but I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. Yet if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." He rose upright in the stirrups, he scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement, his face burned like a brand. As the black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast, and he kissed his waves in the moonlight. Oh, sweet black waves in the moonlight. Then he tugged at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west. The next poem I'm going to read is called The Liar's Paradox, and it's from the book To Be Perfectly Honest by Sonia Sanes. If a person says, "You can't believe a word I say," is her statement true or false? If her statement is true, then everything in her statement has to be true, right? But because her statement tells us we can't believe a word she says, then everything in her statement has to be false, right? So which is it? True or false? Sort of makes your head hurt, doesn't it? These are the things I think about when I'm not busy thinking about how pitiful my life is. The next poem I'm going to read is called I'm Okay, and it's by Ellen Hopkins from her book Perfect. Everything I've believed in smashed into the mud. All I've worked towards pulverized into dust. But I'm okay. Who wanted all that anyway? Who needed an unobstructed road to a tidy little future when really the fun is in breaking trail towards some unknown destination? Any sane person would say that you should not put every shred of hope into one human being, especially not a girl. The perfect girl, no longer mine. But hey, I'm okay. And the last poem I'm going to read is called The History Teacher. It's by Billy Collins. Trying to protect his students' innocence, he told them the Ice Age was really just the Chilly Age, a period of 1,000,000 years when everyone had to wear sweaters. And the Stone Age became the Gravel Age, named after the long driveways of time. The Spanish Inquisition was nothing more than an outbreak of questions such as, how far is it from here to Madrid? What do you call the matador's hat? The War of the Roses took place in a garden, and the Enola Gay dropped one tiny atom on Japan. The children would leave his classroom for the playground to torment the weak and the smart, mussing up their hair and breaking their glasses, while he gathered up his notes and walked home past flower beds and white picket fences, wondering if they would believe that soldiers in the Boer War told long, rambling stories designed to make the enemy nod off. I hope you enjoyed the poems. Thanks.